everybody, welcome back to ClatEdge. I'm Ilsa Fatma, your mentor. In this video, we'll be discussing about offenses. So, firstly, we'll be classifying offenses as cognizable, non-cognizable. Cognizable offenses are those offenses which are serious in nature and the police officer can arrest a person without warrant in case of cognizable offenses, because those type of offenses are serious in nature and immediate action is required. But when we talk about non-cognizable offenses are not that grievous in nature. In this kind of offense, immediate action is not required, so it is necessary for the police officer to have a warrant while arresting the person. Then we have bailable offense and non-bailable offense. In bailable offense, bail can be granted easily. In non-bailable offense, bail cannot be granted. The accused will have to go through the trial in order to get the bail. Then we have compoundable and non-compoundable offenses. Compoundable offenses are less serious in nature. They can be compromised. Then we have non-compoundable offenses. Non-compoundable offenses are serious in nature. They cannot be compromised. Then we have summon cases and warrant cases. In summon cases, the person is punished with less than 2 years. But in warrant cases, the person is punished with more than 2 years. So I hope we are clear with the types of offenses. Now, under IPC, we'll be discussing offenses against human body and offenses against property. So, in this video, we'll be emphasizing based mostly on offenses against human body. Offenses against human body is like murder, culpable homicide, kidnapping, abduction, hurt, grievous hurt, wrongful restraint, wrongful confinement, rape, unnatural offenses, dowry death. These all are covered under offenses against human body. So, let's start with culpable homicide. Culpable homicide is discussed under section 299. So when we talk about culpable homicide, it has been derived from the term culpa. Culpa means intention, homo means human, side means I cut. So it means intentionally killing of one human being by another human being is called culpable homicide. Culpable homicide is a broad term, murder is a species. A culpable homicide may amount to murder or it may not amount to murder. All culpable homicides are not murder, but all murders are culpable homicides. Because culpable homicide is a broad term, it is an umbrella and murder comes under it. So, when we talk about culpable homicide, according to section 299 of IPC, it states that whoever causes death with the intention of causing death or with the intention of causing such bodily injury or with the intention of causing death of a person or with the knowledge that the death would be caused is said to have committed culpable homicide. So it depends, the person must have the intention to cause the death of the person, or the person who is causing the bodily injury of the person, it might lead to death, or the person has the knowledge that this act would lead to death. So, if we talk about illustration, like suppose A lays a pit over a turf so that if Z comes, he could die. When Z comes, he believes the ground to be firm, he steps in and he dies. So A has committed the offense of culpable homicide. Why? Because his intention was to kill Z. Like in simple language, अगर A ने गड्ढा खोदा कि Z इस गड्ढे में आकर के मर जाए और Z आता है, Z को लगता है कि ग्राउंड फर्म है और अगर Z का डेथ हो जाता है तो A ने कमिट किया है offense of culpable homicide. Like suppose if A has induced B to fire a bush and A knows the fact that Z is behind the bush. If B fires the bush and Z dies, then A has committed the offense of culpable homicide. Why A has committed the offense of culpable homicide? Because A has the intention of causing the death of Z. B was unaware of the fact. Understand this illustration in a simple way. A knows that Z is behind the bush. A induces B to fire the bush. If B fires the bush and Z gets killed, A would be liable for culpable homicide. B won't be liable because B neither had any intention for committing the murder of Z nor he has the knowledge. We have a famous case of Palani Godown case. In this case, a man struck his wife on his head, and due to that she became unconscious. The man believed that her wife died. So in order to create a scene that her wife committed suicide, the man hanged his wife to the fan so that a scene could be created that her wife has committed suicide. But in reality, when the man struck his wife, she did not die. She just went unconscious. So in this case, the actual death occurred due to hanging. So in this case, the court held that the man was not liable for culpable homicide as he did not have the intention to kill her wife. He was liable for grievous hurt because he struck her wife through plum. So he was liable for grievous hurt. And the second thing is that he was liable for creating or fabricating false evidence. Here, his intention was not to cause the death of his wife. His intention was just to fabricate the evidence. So that's all for today's video. We'll be discussing more about culpable homicide and murder in my next video. Hope you liked this video. Do not forget to share. And if you have any queries, do comment in the comment section below. Thank you.